A reading from the book of Isaiah. Today is January 18th. Our reading from Isaiah is chapter 49. Listen, O coastlands, to me, and give heed, O nations afar. The Lord appointed me before I was born. He named me while I was in my mother's womb. He made my mouth like a sharpened blade. He hid me in the shadow of his hand, and he made me like a polished arrow. He concealed me in his quiver. And he said to me, You are my servant, Israel, in whom I glory. I thought, I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for empty breath. But my case rested with the Lord. My recompense was in the hands of my God. And now the Lord has resolved, he who formed me in the womb, to be his servant, to bring back Jacob to himself, that Israel might be restored to him. And I have been honored in the sight of the Lord. My God has been my strength. For he had said, It is too little that you should be my servant, in that I raise up the tribes of Jacob and restore the survivors of Israel. I will also make you a light of nations, that my salvation may reach the ends of the earth. Thus said the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, his Holy One, to the despised one, to the abhorred nations, to the slave of rulers. Kings shall see and stand up, nobles, and they shall prostrate themselves to the honor of the Lord who is faithful, to the Holy One of Israel who chose you. Thus said the Lord, In an hour of favor I answer you, and on a day of salvation I help you. I created you and appointed you a covenant people, restoring the land, allotting anew the desolate holdings, saying to the prisoners, Go free. To those who are in darkness, show yourselves. They shall pasture along the roads, on every bare height shall be their pasture. They shall not hunger or thirst, hot wind and sun shall not strike them, for he who loves them will lead them. He will guide them to springs of water. I will make all my mountains a road, and my highways shall be built up. Look, these are coming from afar, these from the north and the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Shout, O heavens, and rejoice, O earth. Break into shouting, O hills. For the Lord has comforted his people and has taken back his afflicted ones in love. Zion says, The Lord has forsaken me, my Lord has forgotten me. Can a woman forget her baby or disown the child of her womb? Though she might forget, I never could forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are ever before me. Swiftly your children are coming. Those who ravaged and ruined you shall leave you. Look up all around you and see, they are all assembled, are come to you. As I live, declares the Lord. You shall don them all like jewels. Deck yourself with them like a bride. As for your ruins and desolate places and your land laid waste, you shall soon be crowded with settlers, while destroyers stay far from you. The children you thought you had lost shall yet say in your hearing, The place is too crowded for me, make room for me to settle. And you will say to yourself, Who bore these for me when I was bereaved and barren, exiled and disdained? By whom then were these reared? I was left all alone, and where have these been? Thus says the Lord God, I will raise my hand to nations and lift up my ensigns to people, and they shall bring your sons in their bosoms and carry your daughters on their backs. Kings shall tend your children. Their queens shall serve you as nurses. They shall bow to you face to the ground and lick the dust of your feet, and you shall know that I am the Lord. Those who trust in me shall not be shamed. Can spoil be taken from a warrior, or captives retrieved from a victor? Yet thus says the Lord, Captives shall be taken from a warrior, and spoil shall be retrieved from a tyrant. For I will contend with your adversaries, and I will deliver your children. I will make your oppressors eat their own flesh. They shall be drunk with their own blood as with wine. And all mankind shall know that I, the Lord, am your God, the mighty one of Jacob, your Redeemer.